Mongo looks at the jungle sky. If tomorrow he loses his job at Don Banano's factory, Mongo has green leaves saved to survive exactly 11 days. Mongo doesn't sleep. Mongo calculates. Mongo believes he needs to win the Euro Millions to escape poverty. But he doesn't know he only needs to save 30,000 euros for his life to change. Mongo has already tried. He starts with 200 green leaves. The logmobile breaks. Moncho's wedding. Back to zero. Mongo thinks he's the problem. But Mongo was never the problem. We add the two numbers together to find the sum. Do you understand? Yes, I think so. It equals 4. Correct. Because the first 10,000 are difficult, and the next 20,000 almost save themselves.
Don Banano has been exploiting this barrier for decades to keep other monkeys in a rat race.
Well, a monkey race. Today, Mongo goes from 0 to 30,000 green leaves.
Mongo will see what happens in his head at each step.
When he stops being afraid of repairing the logmobile. And why he finally discovers that 30,000 aren't spent.
They're used for something Mongo didn't expect.
Chapter 1. Mongo in survival mode. Mongo enters the jungle supermarket. He looks at the banana shelf. There are two types. Branded bananas, shiny, yellow, expensive. And normal ones, small, spotted. That tastes like wet bark. Mongo looks at branded bananas. He calculates, if he takes fancy bananas, Thursday dinner gets complicated. Monger pad. Mongo takes normal bananas. They say normal bananas are fine, that they're the same. After all, a banana is a banana. Lie. They taste like a scourer with KH7. Mongo knows it. Mongo leaves the supermarket. His banana phone vibrates. It's Moncho. Mongo, dinner tonight at the new tree in the jungle center. Mongo checks his account. Dinner costs 30 green leaves. 30 green leaves is a whole week's dinosaur juice. I have to take care of Mama. Mama Mono. Lie. It's Mama Mono who has to take care of Mongo. Next day, the logmobile turns on a red light on the dashboard. Mongo starts to sweat. He gets overwhelmed, like a teenager having his first female contact. For Mongo, a red light isn't a breakdown. It's a mechanic who will ask for 300 green leaves. It's asking Diad Mono for money. That's Mongo's life, with 0 leaves saved. A monkey's brain in survival mode doesn't plan, doesn't negotiate, doesn't think long-term. That's called financial cortisol. It's not a metaphor, it's a real hormone that spikes in the brain. That's called financial cortisol. It's not a metaphor, it's a real hormone that spikes in the brain. When a monkey has no cushion, That's why Mongo never asks for a raise. He doesn't change branches even if he hates his job.
He doesn't invest in training for a better salary. Because a monkey in survival mode doesn't have the mental energy to think about the future.
He only has enough energy to make it to Friday.
What Mongo doesn't know is that according to real data, 8 out of 10 monkeys who start like this don't even reach 1,000.
And the reason has nothing to do with salary.
Chapter 2. What happens when you cross the threshold?
Mongo decides to try. He starts saving 50 leaves a week, then 100, then 200 when extra work comes up.
2 years pass. Mongo checks his account. 20,000 green leaves. 20,000 green leaves. He buys nothing, neither a more powerful log mobile, nor a newer banana phone. Mongo continues living on the same branch. He keeps buying generic bananas.
On the outside, nothing changes. But inside, Mongo is no longer the same monkey.
But inside, Mongo is no longer the same monkey. A week passes. The logmobile turns on the red light again. Mongo calls the mechanic.
He pays 300 leaves. He continues with his life. Cold sweat 0. That same red light 2 years ago was a countdown to ruin. Now it's a 10-minute annoyance. Same car, same mechanic, same price, different monkey.
And it happens with everything. Moncho invites him to dinner. Mongo goes. Mona Lisa proposes a weekend getaway. Mongo agrees.
Don Banano asks him to work Saturday for free. Mongo says no for the first time in his life. Mongo knows that if he loses his job tomorrow, he has time to find another.
Mongo is a different monkey.
The full value of 20,000 leaves isn't in what Mongo can buy with them.
It's in knowing they exist. That's called the cushion effect. It's probably the most undervalued concept in personal finance. The entire system is designed for Mongo to think he has to spend leaves to be happy.
But the cushion proves the opposite. Mongo is happier precisely because he doesn't spend them.
But there's a detail from those 2 years that changes everything. When Mongo started saving his first leaves, Manolo warned him. Stagnant leaves lose value. Inflation eats them silently. Every year that passes, the same leaves buy fewer bananas. Inflation eats them silently. Every year that passes, the same leaves buy fewer bananas.
Mongo had been saving for months and didn't know he was losing.
That's why Mongo opened an account at Trade Republic, the Monkey Channel's sponsor. Remunerated account at 2.02% APR. No maintenance costs and no ties.
Trade Republic has a Spanish IBAN and Bizum. No banana phones here, just smart, secure investing. So Mongo can return green leaves to Moncho after yesterday's dinner.
Trade Republic has a Spanish IBAN and Bizum, so Mongo can return green leaves to Moncho after yesterday's dinner. Oh, nice! Thanks, Mongo. Glad we sorted that out.
After 2 years, Mongo had not only saved 20,000, he had also earned interest without lifting a finger.
Inflation was still there, but Mongo protects savings and earns green leaves while he sleeps. And when Mongo has doubts at 3 a.m., customer service responds. Not a bot, a real monkey.
Link in description and pinned comment to open an account, or by scanning the QR. Thanks to Trade for helping Mongo continue making videos.